Damian Lillard's situation is even worse than we thought. Not only is his team gonna miss the play-in, but they may shut him down the rest of the year. A star having his best season while healthy might be forced to quit. But even if that doesn't happen, the Blazers failed again to build a contender. Dame's loyalty is well known, but something big is about to happen. The team's plan is becoming clear, and this offseason, Dame's career will change forever. Despite trying to win, the Blazers won't even make the play-in. This after making trades to improve, bringing in Jeremy Grant, Gary Payton, who barely played. They hoped that would improve their defense. They ranked 29th out of 30 under the old coach. Now, they're 27th. They've also lost the most games while leading by 10 points or more, 17 times. Think about that. Last year, they tanked because Dame was hurt, got the number 7 pick. This year, they could draft higher despite trying to win. On top of all that, Dame has never been better. Career highs in points, free throw attempts, and efficiency. But is Dame about to demand a trade? Oh no, not after what he said to JJ Redick. He and JJ trash talked about the perception of trade demands.
Someone couldn't win a ring, and they go team up with a superstar, another superstar, and when they win it, it gets discredited. So the discourse...
Or they go and don't win it.
Yeah.
And now they look crazy.
that also...
And now they talk worse.
But here's the thing, Dame. You're not like all those other superstars. People will not judge you like them for demanding a trade. Stephen A. Smith is begging him to leave so bad he can't even talk.
Yeah, he should be gone from there. Should be gone from there. He should have done this a few years ago. He should have been left that organization.
But he won't, to be loyal. But it's not loyalty, it's stubbornness. No modern star has ever stayed with a team like this. Oh, there have been one-team stars, but Dame is showing a level of blind loyalty we have never seen. This is a list of modern superstars to stay with one team. Highlighted are the superstars with 0 championships. You could say the only people like Dame are John Stockton and Reggie Miller, but they're not. The difference is Dame will be the only one to never make a finals. Every other star had a legit chance to win. The Jazz and the Pacers successfully built a contender around John Stockton and Reggie Miller. We know Utah made back-to-back finals against the Bulls. The Pacers lost in the finals to the Lakers. Dame, on the other hand, has made 1 conference finals and got swept. He hasn't had an all-star teammate since LaMarcus Aldridge in 2015. Is that loyalty or stupidity? Even Dirk, who won late in his career, at least went to the 06 finals. But Dame is not as loyal as he wants you to think. He has posted cryptic things on his Instagram, like, how long should I stay dedicated? Or, loyalty has an expiration date. He gave an interview where he said, man, this just isn't going to work. We're not winning the championship. We have positive seasons. We just don't win. So at this point, I basically made the decision. If you do what you've always done, you'll always be where you've always been. That's a lot of words, but obviously he is conflicted, as he should be. No one would blame him. No star has ever stayed this long with a team that had no chance. Him and JJ saying people disrespect stars teaming up, that's not Dame. No one is going to be mad at Dame leaving Portland at this point. But everything is about to change very soon. After this offseason, Dame's career will never be the same. This summer, the Blazers will either pull off the greatest trade in team history or fully commit to a rebuild. If another star is going to leave his team, the Blazers can get him. There is one superstar who would almost guarantee Dame a ring. It's a good thing Portland isn't better this season, because if they made the playoffs, their pick would have gone to Chicago, part of the Larry Nance trade. Instead, they get to keep their draft pick, which has a 9% chance to be number 1 as of now. That is very close to the best odds in the NBA. The worst teams are just 14% at number 1. I will say that again. The Blazers have almost as good a chance as anyone to get Victor Wembanyama. This could actually happen. They also have the Knicks pick from the Cam Reddish trade. They also have a ton of second-round picks from Golden State for Gary Payton. So this summer, the Blazers are loaded. They can snag any star who becomes available. This is Finally, the offseason where everything changes. So who might that star be? The realistic names are like, Bradley Beal, maybe a Jimmy Butler, but the dream of dreams is Joel Embiid. I know it sounds crazy, but imagine this. The Sixers get embarrassed in the playoffs. Not only has Embiid never passed the second round in his career, but James Harden leaves for Houston. The Blazers make a godfather offer. Anthony Simons, Shaedon Sharpe, the number, 2 pick maybe, and tons of other draft picks and swaps for Embiid. At that point, Philly is going to have to decide, do we take the greatest offer we're ever going to get, or run it back and make the 6th seed? It's a tough choice. Plan B, if they can't get a star this offseason, is to add high-level role players like an OG Anunoby. Would a lineup of Simons, Dame, OG, Jeremy Grant, and Nurk content? No, but it would probably make Dame happy. But plan C is for Dame to quietly ask out. Now, he has to ask out, okay? The team can't just trade him without his blessing. That would be way too cold-blooded after how loyal he has been. But where would Dame go? The key to answering this is you have to find a team that has enough assets to trade but still be a contender. That was the beauty of Phoenix getting KD. They traded for him but didn't have to give up Devin Booker. So the teams that can do this are like a Philly or a Miami. We've heard some rumors about how New York wants to make a big trade. Look, I realistically don't think Dame on the Knicks is going to be a contender. But the Sixers could trade a Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey plus picks. The Heat deal Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson plus picks. Remember, Dame will eventually be 36 years old, making over $60 million. So because of that contract, he is not going to demand the same high package as like a young superstar. Now, the only way New York gets in this conversation is if another star wants to join Dame there. We've seen this happen with Kawhi and Paul George go to the Clippers, KD and Kyrie go to the Nets, but the Knicks have enough trade assets and cap space to bring in 2 stars. There is a world where they keep Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle while adding Dame and another star. But the other star on New York's radar should be Jaylen Brown. There are reports he's not totally committed to the Celtics because they aren't fully committed to him. After Jalen helped into a finals, he was in trade rumors for KD 3 months later. If he doesn't make an All-NBA team this year and therefore could get a Supermax in Boston, there is a real chance he leaves. Even the Kings are competing at a high level this year. If that's not depressing to Dame, I don't know what is. No offense, by the way, to the Kings.